Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, colleagues and members of the AJC Transatlantic Institute board who are here in number, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming along and for your interest in the event today. It's a great honour to have been invited to speak and to host this event today to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Balfour Declaration in 1917. There's a little irony in it you might not have picked up, for in December 1905, the same Arthur Balfour hit on a great plan, which was to resign as Prime Minister in order to split the Liberal government under Sir Henry Campbell Bannerman. And then the Liberal government went ahead and won a landslide in 1906, January, and was in power to 1922. So it was actually slightly ironic that Balfour was Foreign Secretary under a coalition government led by a Liberal, that is David Lloyd George. So, as I say, slight irony there, because obviously I'm related to Sir Henry Campbell Bannerman, who became Prime Minister in 1906. But it was remarkable that Balfour made this declaration during the First World War, 1917, that the war was still very much at its height. And it was also a time when anti-Semitism was very prominent. And, of course, the Ottoman Empire was falling away. Many empires were falling away at that point. So it was a very historic time that this was made. What did it say? Clearly, it was about creating a Jewish homeland. But it wasn't just about that. If you actually look at the words, which came down to just 67 words, a very effective political intervention, you might think, on 67 words. But it was more than that, and I think that it's important that the nuances, and it does actually say that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish people in Palestine, and that is in the declaration. So it is a nuanced and fair declaration. We, of course, all recognise that more needs to be done between the Israeli government and the Palestinian Authority to deliver a viable two-state solution, ensuring a homeland for both the Jewish people and the Palestinians. But we should not hold back from being fully supportive of Israel and its liberal democracy, a start-up in leading areas in such as agriculture, health, science, technology and innovation. Indeed, when I visited Tel Aviv, I was seeing all the world's companies, a lot from the United States, from the West Coast, California, coming to this hub of innovation in Tel Aviv to learn what the new wave of ideas are going to be. And it was very, very impressive. We also are united in standing together to fight terrorism. Israel is one of the world's leaders in counter-terrorism and cybersecurity. But there must be no confusion between the right to criticise the actions of the Israeli government, if that is people's wish. We may not agree with the government's policy in certain areas, but we mustn't question, I believe, Israel's right to exist. I think those are two fundamentally different things, and that should not be questioned, in my view. And I think Balfour was right on that. He was right to support the notion of a Jewish state. He was right in its aims and framework, and he was right to have been as far-sighted as he was to make this declaration and to change the world.